This is the iPad Pro 11-inch 2020 model. Top spec, fantastic machine. And I got it a couple of years ago. But there is a little problem with it. If I show you the side view, it's a little bit bent. And yes, it suffered an unfortunate accident that affected the display and the digitizer. It still works. I can play around with it, but as you can see, it's not the best ever iPad. Now, I also got this iPad here. It is exactly the same model. Although it's a space gray, which I like much more than the other one. And it's in a perfect condition. It's perfect. However, it doesn't work. Yeah, there is some issue with the motherboard and it doesn't work. Funny thing is that it's exactly the same model with the exact same specs inside. Here's the challenge. If I replace the motherboard from this one and the associated hardware that depends on this motherboard to this iPad, will things work? Let's find out. So let's start with this one. Let's use as a test bench. Let's learn from this iPad and try to apply the lessons learned on the other iPad. Yes, this is my first time trying to repair such a device. And yes, I feel rather scared because chances of me screwing up are rather big. And despite of that, I would like to show you that it's still possible, that I can learn on the go and I can perform this repair. However, I understand that, yeah, we are busy with our lives and we have such an incident, then we go back to Apple with our goodwill in order to repair the device, but then we find out that the cost of repairing it is as much as buying a new one. Hence, we end up trashing the broken device or discarding it. And that's the problem. We are 18 billion people in this planet. We cannot keep doing this. Hence, big call to all designers. Make devices that are more repair friendly. Look at the interior of this device. It's in a mint condition. Everything can be used. Hence my idea of swapping motherboards and frames. Of course, you need to get lucky, but it is possible. But anyway, let's move to what we really came for. I think I got a bit too excited and trying to poke the screen out of the frame, and as you can see. But this was my test bench, and obviously I learned. Yes, making mistakes like this polarized film is completely separated from the glass. But anyway, I think it's time to leave you to the great deal. Enjoy. I was very excited at this point because I managed to remove the display with almost no issues despite of the risks, but believe in the process. So I started thinking, what are the aspects that I can take into consideration in order to be successful in such a repair? And I found 2 aspects. For the first one, leave things the same way you found them, like the copper strips in the previous clip. And for the second one, keep everything clean and tidy. Remove glue, clean, add glue. Everything needs to be perfect. Special thanks to iFixit and Wikifix because of their very well documented guidance online. Thanks to that, I managed to successfully fix this device. And something that I wanted to point out is that the LiDAR and the front camera are specifically paired to a certain motherboard, hence you cannot mix and match. So, tip for you, try to keep this hardware separated, otherwise you're gonna have a lot of fun. Also, I figured out later in the video that I need to bring this challenge to a whole new level because the FaceTime features are not working at all. Let's apply the first rule. Leave things in the same way as you found them. I believe these strips are in direct contact with the motherboard, hence helping with the grounding of the circuit. So since I broke the ones in my new device, I have to come back to the previous one and remove these strips and place them back in the same way as I found them. Second rule is about cleanliness. Remove all the previous thermal paste, as you can see. Try to get rid of all the potential particles that can be flying around your device and end up in a camera lens, and make everything spotless. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I made. I am scratching with a plastic tool on a metal-based surface, but as you can see, yes, there are resulting scratches. Hence, recommendation, use chemicals such as isopropyl alcohol and then purify the surface before repasting it. And it was at this point where I started to become really excited. You know why? Because things started to come together to what it will be the final product, and hopefully it will work just fine first time right. time to test before gluing, right? What a bummer. As you can see here, I am proving that the FaceTime recognition feature is also paired via hardware. So the front light sensors need to be placed in the new screen despite of my efforts of upgrading the software. I was a bit upset, but here was my real challenge. So I had to shave off this piece of hardware, which went kind of okay, and then I had to place it very carefully, aligning all the holes for the sensors and all the features in the other screen, which, to be honest with you, I think I did a pretty good job with the tools I had. But let's find out. Let's verify approach. Cross your fingers. I was so excited. You cannot believe that. Mission accomplished. So, this leaves me with two more things. The first of all is to leave everything clean, and the second and last one, leave everything in the same way as you found it. Time to focus on aesthetics. I want to feel the perfect blend between the screen and the rest of the device. Dry assembly, check. Let the gluing process begin. And that's it. There is no way back. Can you believe it? Well, what I certainly believe is that I have learned a lot through the uncountable hours that this project has taken. And I hope I have proven my point here. These devices can still be repaired, but the expense and the cost is huge. We should aim for making devices more repairable. Anyway, I have left a bunch of information down in the description. I hope you enjoyed it and let me know if you like it. But now let's give way to the final results.